culture. Like, that's who we are.
It's a big piece of who we are.
We watched the RoboCop deleted scenes.
Special features.
Yeah. I will be notifying a rape crisis center.
When they first start hopping over the fence, I lose it. I can't.
And they just
so
keep
many of them
lining up the women like in front of them. I can't. It's too good.
Oh,
Pure
okay. All right. Now I got to
Okay,
try
you
to
guys
talk like a normal person.
We can do this, I promise. Is there anything better than a turkey sandwich?
World peace?
Maybe equality?
How about an end to homelessness?
Oh, charity work.
Oh, okay. Those are good examples. But what if I told you the turkey sandwich has crispy bacon on it?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, then it's a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, definitely.
You've just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Turkey.
Welcome to the Turkey Show.
Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. I don't know. This is Peterson.
This is Jenna.
It's Thanksgiving, so we're talking about turkey. No, Jenna and I had turkey sandwiches for dinner. Dude, the best. Just always. Turkey sandwich is so good.
Like wait, are you talking like turkey deli meat or like thick turkey, like turkey?
No,
like,
deli meat.
About?
Deli meat. You want me to describe the sandwich?
Yeah, I do actually. I was about to ask detailed questions about the sandwich.
Okay, so from the bottom to the top,
okay,
we've got a rosemary sourdough that I've toasted on a flat top.
Perfect.
And then I've got a aioli, garlic aioli. Jenna, what else was in that?
Yeah,
garlic aioli,
a
little bit of lemon, and shredded lettuce, thin sliced onions, turkey, Havarti, and then tiger sauce.
Oh yeah,
I was
you
talking
get your
about
tiger sauce stuff. Okay,
dude, and the tiger sauce just soaks into that rosemary sourdough. I'll post a picture on the Good Eats channel on our Discord. But ooh, I've been thinking about that sandwich for a couple days.
Yeah, you didn't. There wasn't a misstep in those ingredients. I was just like, good. Yep. Got it.
All
done.
Winner.
I'm in.
Done. Turkey sandwich. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right, our news this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies. Crave! Go to cravecookies.com. Check out the current menu for Crave Cookies, which has our chocolate chip and then 5 rotating cookies. They change every week. One of them changes every month, and currently our monthly peanut butter cup next week that'll be the last week. You guys haven't gotten your hands on this one. Ooh. Can't stop eating it. It's just like a peanut butter dough with chopped Butterfingers in the dough. And then it's got a Reese's cup just squished in the middle of it. Ooh, it's choice. We've also got next up, coming up this week, the cookies and caramel.
Is that like a cookies and cream with caramel?
Yes.
Okay.
It is exactly that. So it's got an Oreo and a nugget of caramel hiding in the middle of it. And then it's got like Oreos in the dough, and it's got caramel drizzled on top of it.
Yep. This very Oreo and caramely.
I guess this document that I've been using forever, they don't use anymore. So I had to switch. We've also got the baked butter beer, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's classic.
Got to get it. The Ritz Blitz.
Like Ritz crackers on there?
Yes. And no, it doesn't have peanut butter. It's just got Ritz in the dough. Like grind up Ritz. Yeah. It's going to be like a salty white chocolate cookie. And then it's got a Ritz cracker just smack dab in the middle of it.
All right. I trust him.
Yeah, me too. And then the chocolate cupcake.
Good. Good lineup.
Cupcake. Yeah, good lineup. So get on down to Crave Cookies. Get the Crave Cookies app, DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever. Just get your cookie on. The future is cranks. the team behind FTL and Into the Breach is making a Playdate game. Playdate. You guys remember the handheld console with a crank. That's the control. Like instead of
like their thing.
Yeah, instead of a joystick, it's got a crank.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know why. It just has a crank. This is and it's made by Panic Inc. And these are the guys. I didn't realize this until I was looking at the guys that are making the Playdate. Also published Firewatch, Untitled Goose Game, and Thank Goodness You're Here.
I didn't know that.
All three of those were Dice of Destiny games for me. What a weird coincidence.
That is so. Wait, are you gonna have to play the Playdate for Dice of Destiny?
I think I'm gonna have to buy a Playdate now. And I said it years ago.
I know a bunch of guys who stole like 30 of them. So,
just 30.
I'll get you one.
But I said that this is gonna be a thing. The Playdate's gonna be a thing, and I was biding my time. But now that FTL, I mean, one of the greatest games of all time, they're gonna be making a game for this. I feel like this may be one of my finest Nostradam-Jadius moments of all time.
Nostradam-Jadius, yes. Jadius. Nostradam-Jadius.
There you go. That's what I was throwing together before the show.
Yes! Peterson understood the assignment. I wanted the biggest Nostradam-Jadius ever. That's what this is.
He did. He's been calling this. I made fun of him for this. Like I mocked him openly.
Spencer made fun of me for this. That's how long of a game we're playing here.
Yeah, and he's right. So yeah, the Playdate is becoming a thing. So I had to make him a new clip. He requested a new clip, and I was like, "You got it. You got it."
Look, you got average predictions, and then you have these ones. Once every 5 years, I get to celebrate. Subset Games. These are the guys behind FTL and Into the Breach, kind of a podcast favorite.
Yeah, these guys are just killing it on all fronts.
Yeah, they're making a game called Fulcrum Defender, which is a single screen defense game, and you use the crank to protect yourself from incoming attacks. So it's like Vampire Survivors kind of inspired type of game, but yeah, you're just cranking that thing. And this was interesting too. And I wanted to read this quote from the Jay Ma from Subset Games, who was talking about this in the live stream. That's where we got this news. And he said, "I wanted to make a replayable experience that starts out slow and relaxing, but gradually ramps up until it becomes frantic chaos. Originally, I didn't plan on finishing the game. I was making it as a form of self-therapy. I have been struggling with long COVID the past few years, and I wanted to prove to myself that I can still make games in my current state." I have definitely been guilty of being like, dude, what are they doing? They bang out FTL and Into the Breach, and then like just two just amazing games. And we're like, where did they go? And I think this was, I guess that answer might have been out there before, but I didn't realize it. And it just kind of helped me refocus, or I don't know, rethink. Sometimes I get like so grumpy, like even like Jenna wants Silk Song to come out so bad, but I think it's important to remember sometimes, and I myself forget, that game developers are like people out there, and they just go through shit, and you're like, it's just like I might not ever get a good game out of that like studio or that indie dev because something's happening or something went wrong in their life. So that was interesting to me because I've been wondering what they've been doing since FTL.
Yeah, I've been wanting them to like do big updates or like something new.
But dude, long COVID is no joke.
He got long COVID, which is no joke. It's I know a couple people who've been in that situation, and it's miserable. So it is not a joke. So but I don't appreciate them being real people, as you mentioned. Like when you're a kid and you would see your teacher out and about, and you're like, "The freak you doing out of the classroom?"
Yeah, you're the person that I send abusive tweets to when you include women in your games. I don't like think that you're like a person.
You're not real-ish,
right?
Don't you just live at the studio?
Aren't you just like a whipping boy for my angst?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, big shout out to J Ma. Shout out to Subset Games. And I guess I'm buying a Playdate.
Honestly, shout out to you too,
Shout
JD,
out
for getting that
me.
Nostradamus prediction.
Thank you. And thanks for that amazing clip.
Dude, that's the one now. We're just using that. We've upped our game.
According to one survey, 19% of Japanese people in their 20s have spent so much money on gacha that they struggled covering living expenses.
This story is bananas. What? So much on gacha games that they're like having a hard time just living?
Dude, I guess so. The way that the thing was worded left some ambiguity. So essentially, it's like people that are already in financial straits, people that already are not doing well financially. And so spending even like $30 or $40 on a gacha game might put them in that position. But still, like, that's significant. That seems like a lot of people.
I had a buddy when I was in college. We worked at Olive Garden together, and he was always struggling financially. He was always like, I got to pick up extra shifts. This guy worked constantly. He was like a double every day, right? And I was like, dude, you're killing yourself. Also, he would smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Ooh. And I was like, same type of thing. I was like, bro, I could save you so much money. It's going to suck, but we could get you there.
Yeah.
That's this. These guys are like, listen, I've got my vice and I am going to spend exorbitant amounts percentage wise on these vices.
Dude, that is a great comparison. Cigarettes to gacha games.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, unlike gambling, which is, I don't think, a super fair comparison, because with gambling, sometimes you can win money.
Yeah.
With cigarettes, all you're winning is cancer. With gacha games, you're not winning anything. It's nothing. It's digital nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was an annual online survey on the spending habits of Japanese people in their 20s conducted by Japan's SMBC Consumer Finance. And it found that 18.8% of participants said they, quote, once spent so much money on in-game purchases that they couldn't cover their living expenses.
Dude, that's
and
crazy.
23.9% admitted to regretting spending money on in-game transactions.
Like, I get that way sometimes with like OnlyFans, but it's different.
But dude, you're getting something out of that. You're getting off. Here's the thing about
these guys gotcha.
They just get nothing. Am I wrong in saying that I feel like there's a growing trend in a lot of games that are played here in the US that they're getting more like gotcha elements in them?
Yeah,
I think Pokemon.
I'm trying to get in on that.
The Pokemon trading card game. I'm thinking Marvel Rivals. That there's a little or a lot of gacha that's seeping into mainstream US games, other than things like Genshin Impact and stuff that's already here and established.
Yep.
I don't know, dude. That's the type of shit that worries me when I saw this article.
Yeah. No, like it's coming here, and we're not good at impulse control either. So,
yeah. So we'll see if that becomes something we see here in the U.S. People can't cover rent because they're playing Pokemon trading card game.
Worth.
CD Projekt Red has warned fans that no, they are not sending out Witcher 4 beta codes. That is a scam.
It could still be real. It could still be real. I'm gonna try mine though. Like some of them are probably scams, but mine's probably real. I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna try it anyway because it's worth it. What if that's what they're trying to tell people to limit who's getting in the beta?
Right.
Only true believers who would risk it all, risk their entire online security, are deserving of Witcher beta codes.
Yeah. So
this came out of the Witcher Twitter account, and they said they're taking the necessary steps to take the messages down, but they say, please report the scam using your email software if you see it. And they said, quote, remember, professional monster slayers don't fall for scams. They see right through them and slay them. That's dorky. That's dorky. Y'all are being dorky.
That is
What's wrong with Dorky, huh?
well.
Um,
And I mean, there's like a line, right? You cross that line, you know. That's there's a way to cross that. So yeah, Dorky's great until you are getting scammed by The Witcher 4.
it's worth it. What if I get into that beta? You never know.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get into the alpha because I'm an alpha. You'll get into the beta, so I don't know how that works.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to sign up for all of them. If you send me a code, I got to check it out. Guys, just in
I will
general,
put so much personal information in there. You have no idea. I am getting in the Witcher 4 beta. I will provide them anything. Just
Yeah. It's weird that they wanted my social security and bank account information, but
I gave it to them. I gave it to them.
I understand it's a very limited beta. It's hard to get into.
Yeah. I mean, they might need, I don't know. That's just maybe that's what they use in Poland.
Dude,
I
is
don't
The
know.
Witcher 4 at that stage even remotely?
I don't think so. I think I feel like we
they were
just
like
got
a year more out.
at least.
This
I
isn't even a
thought.
good scam. This isn't even like this really is like the whole Somali prince thing where it's like deliberately filled with like typos and stuff
just to
to
get the
whittle
worst
out
of the
anyone
worst.
that's
Yeah.
even remotely skeptical. So yeah, this is for the dummiest dummies of all the dummies that fell for this.
Okay, what if I fell for it a couple times? Does they cancel each other out?
Dude, I get to play early. I don't know.
I'm sorry to inform you. Welcome to another company reset. Hope you've updated your resume. 'Cause you've just been laid off.
Oh yeah, favorite, layoffs. This one is, I don't know. Tell me how you guys feel about this. Niantic is laying off 68 employees after they sold their game business for $3.5 billion to the Saudis. So they sold it to the Saudis for $3.5 billion, and then 2 months later, they say that these cuts will help the company become more of a quote startup organization. Tons of startups sell for
$3.5 billion. Yeah. You sell for $3.5 billion and then you become a startup.
Do you think that any of these 68 employees that were laid off saw any amount of that $3.5 billion?
So that's exactly what I was just gonna say. I'm like, I think I would be okay with this if there was some equity sharing, if they had been giving away like stock or like percentage.
There's like 100 total employees or something. Like,
which I know people
incredible.
that's happened to. I am not confident because this is the gaming industry. I'm not confident that happened. If it did, okay, they're probably fine. Honestly,
yeah, they gave them each $10 million. Great.
That I don't think that's what happened.
Nah, I don't think that happened.
At best, they each got like $12,000 if they got anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's what happened. It is kind of a, I don't know, win-lose type of thing. Like they lose because they don't have a job, but they win because now they're not working for a Saudi-owned company.
Yeah,
which
they don't have to
I'm
work
not
for the
sure I
Saudis.
would love that
No.
myself. So
No.
I don't know. The short term sucks. Long term, probably great.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is I feel mixed about this one. It sucks that people lost their jobs, but hopefully they
you
can
don't
land
have
on
to
their
go
feet.
make the Saudis more blood money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all make Saudis a little bit of blood money, right?
You just
Just a
drive
little bit,
around in
just
the
a little
car
bit.
sloshing with Saudi blood money.
Honestly, I've tried to make it extra sloshy just so I'm more aware of it. You know what I mean? Don't give me that look, Jenna. Extra sloshy.
I got hydraulics on my car so I can feel the suffering better.
You didn't like that terminology, I don't think. Jenna was not a fan of extra sloshy. Well, we just named the episode for
Extra
Jenna.
Sloshy.
Called
Thanks, Jenna.
Jenna's extra sloshy.
You don't need to bring me into this, Peterson.
You brought yourself into it by reacting to that statement.
Yeah.
I
You
did
guys are on
nothing.
YouTube. You are absolutely missing out on all of Jenna's reactions to things like extra sloshy.
Jenna and Jenna, she probably hates coming on here because she knows if she reacts at all, I'm like, done, got it, captured.
She's so conscious of singing at this point. She wants to sing a bar, dude.
She's like trying to talk as monotone as possible. So I will auto tune it, Jenna.
You
Don't
will
even
not
worry.
be able to remix me if I speak like this.
Oh, this is great. The dubstep remix.
All right, riblets. For those stories that don't have a lot of meat on the bone, just like a gnarled bit of skin, maybe some fat.
Sloshing around in some
Stop it. No.
some barbecue sauce.
You just got cut off on the sloshing. PlayStation Plus memberships have spiked across the world, not in memberships, but in cost. We gotta report on Canada. For a 12-month PlayStation Plus membership, the price has gone up for each tier subsequently. The lowest tier has gone up $15, and then the next two tiers have gone up $35. And you're like, wow, that's a big increase. Yeah, it's a big increase because they went up to the highest tier is $225 annually. What? I'm sorry. What does PlayStation Plus even do?
What are they offering?
$20 a month for fucking what?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
That's
so you can play The Last of Us again?
Just on repeat over and fucking over again? It doesn't make any sense. Also, it's $214, I think, for the basic tier in Australia now. Now, remember, those are Canadian dollars and Australian dollars, not the US dollars. So the value is like a little bit lower, but it's still a fuck ton, dude. It's still so much for what they're offering, which is, like you said, just playing The Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn on repeat. What are we doing here? Why are they doing this?
I
don't feel like they're offering anything more. Like Game Pass, when they pull this shit, you're like, yeah, you guys have a trillion fucking games on there. Okay.
The problem is too, Game Pass keeps putting games, like every now and then it'll be like a lull of like, nothing I want to play. And then like this month, they added 3 games that I want to play. And I'm like, dang it, now I got to download and play all these games. Now I got all these games all of a sudden. So I am getting value out of Game Pass. Like I don't see, like you said, what the value of the play. Maybe I'm just not that clued into the PlayStation Plus membership. But
I think maybe we're talking out of our butts, and PlayStation fans are like, you guys don't get it. You're idiots. I'd pay $2,000 a year for this.
All that sloshing coming out of your butts. I don't know.
Marvel Rivals.
It was for you, Jenna.
Marvel Rivals is charging $6 to recolor your costumes. This one's fucking amazing. So
yeah,
Marvel Rivals, the new like Marvel Overwatch, essentially, is they've got an ability now where you can recolor certain costumes, not all of them, and it costs 600 unstable molecules,
which is a new currency,
the 5th new currency, alongside units, lattice, chrono tokens, costume coins, and now unstable molecules. So in order to recolor one of your skins, you have to convert lattice into unstable molecules, and they convert at a 1-to-1 rate. What the fuck? Lattice is the currency you spend money on.
So why?
And then you convert it 1-to-1 into unstable molecules.
What's the point?
Why didn't you just make it lattice?
I don't
know. What are you doing?
I don't know.
What?
Here's the thing. Honestly, I don't even blame them at this point, because I logged in and played some more Marvel Rivals just the other night. I think it was last night, actually, a couple rounds, and it's crazy. Everyone has skin on there. And Steven was like, yeah, I played with some guys I work with. They have every skin. They're just like, they're a skin for, like, people are
they expensive?
They're pretty expensive. They're like
League
normal
of Legends
price.
Expensive?
Like $10, that sort of thing. Maybe 20 for some big ones, but they're always going on sale. They always have like sales of skins, and so like I've bought a couple just with currency that I've earned playing the game. But like people, it doesn't even surprise me. people who are into this game are so fanatical. Like, yeah, they're just everyone's got a skin. I can't even recognize what characters are anymore. I'm like, I don't know who that is. And then I'm like, oh, that's Spider-Man. Why the freak does he look like that? And he's like,
It's
you
because
can't tell
spent
until they start
600
zipping
unstable
around.
molecules on turning his Venom suit pink.
Yeah. Oh, well,
See?
that's worth it. That's worth
Now
it.
you're like, hey, I actually can see into converting some lattice.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
gonna
see
go check on
myself
how much
doing that.
lattice I
I gotta
currently
go buy
have.
some lattice.
We stop calling it lattice. That sounds so stupid. I don't.
Okay, well you can actually reduce down and combine chrono tokens and costume coins and turn them into lattice if you'd like.
Oh my gosh!
But you have to morph them into unstable coins first, and then forge them into token crons.
I like honestly. The funny thing too is, like, we don't even pay attention to how much of any currency we have because there's like a handful up there, and so we're just like, I'll go be looking at the new skins because there's like an exclamation mark whenever there's a new. I got to clear the exclamation marks, and I'm like, oh, look, there's a couple new skins. I'll look through and be like, oh, I think I got some of that currency. I could just use that. Don't know what they are. I don't know which one's the premium currency. I'm just like, I've got enough for this, so I just buy it.
You should memorize all the names.
Oh gosh.
11-Bit Studios is working on a new Frostpunk game set to drop in 2027. They've also got a slightly bigger project lined up for a 2029 release. I feel like they're still doing Frostpunk 2, so they're going to do Frostpunk 3 in 2 years.
I feel like Frostpunk 2 wasn't as big of a smash hit that Frostpunk 1 was. It wasn't bad. I'm sure a lot of people played it. I downloaded it and never played it because it was on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I never played it. I just kind of never got around to it. But no, I mean, good for them, like kind of continuing what they're doing. And then a new project. I mean, if they knock Frostpunk 3 out of the park, there's going to be a lot of hype for whatever their new project is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So yeah, it's in the Frostpunk universe, and I don't know. More 11-Bit Studio stuffs. If you're not depressed enough playing video games, these guys are looking out for you.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, do I need a lot in that universe? Like, it
Suffering.
isn't like pleasant. Yes, it
suffer,
is
y'all.
Suffering. Can we do like a warm punk, like a nice?
Yeah, we're living it
punk?
right fucking now. Hot punk is happening.
No, not hot punk. Not hot punk. That's something different.
That's something different, and I like that too.
Yeah, I do. Hot punk does actually. That is a great name for a band. Hot punk. Wouldn't they be like hot pink? Would be their colors and stuff like that.
Also sounds like a great name for the episode.
It's already called Extra Sloshy.
Great. I mean, it was a valiant attempt.
Yeah.
I
know,
really
but we already
admire
had
you.
one.
I was being so sly.
Wow, it
Jenna's
was good. You
Extra
almost got it.
Slosh.
Yeah, extra
We already
slosh.
did it. I already wrote it on the note. Like, I can't change it.
Hey, Phil's
Mm-mm.
got a good option. Extra sloshy hot punk
Okay. Oh gosh.
or hot punk slosh.
Please. Okay. This sounds like a Pornhub search or something. Like, I don't like this anymore.
Hot punk slosh. Pornhub. Do
It's
your magic,
bothering
baby.
Peterson. Keep going with it.
Do your magic.
Yeah, it's getting grosser suddenly, and I'm like, oh no.
I don't like slosh anymore. What the fuck?
I used to be way into slosh. Now I'm not as much.
Somebody turned me against slosh.
Kudos.
Kudos positivity segment. Cool things we like. Who's going first? Who wants firsties?
Jenna, you go first.
With what?
Kudos. Did you have a kudos?
No.
Say
Oh.
it, Jenna. You do have one.
Say what?
Jenna loves squashies.
It's another word I don't like to say.
Jenna loves
Wait.
squashies, y'all. Squashies are these candies.
Jenna's a real perv this episode, is what I'm getting.
Squashies and sloshy.
Squashies and sloshies? Okay, gosh dang it. That's really great.
There we go. We nailed it. Squashies are these candies. They're like marshmallow kind of candies. They're really gummy, squishy, fluffy candies.
A little sloshy.
They're kind of sloshy, but more squashy than anything.
Got it.
I think you can only really find them at Walmart and like Five Below. They are not things you're gonna find in your grocery store. You're gonna have to go fucking looking for these.
Oh,
But
I've
my
seen
sister
these.
got me a pack of these, and they were like the Smarties ones. And Jenna and I have been obsessed with them. They are so good, and they've got tons of different flavors. I'm so stoked on squashies right now. Can't get enough of those squashies.
Can't
I
get enough of
feel
those
like
squashy cans.
These are I think I had these in a different country.
Yeah, they seemed vaguely familiar to me
UK.
too.
UK. The original raspberry and milk flavor squashes are based on a flavor drumstick lollies, which have been around for 60 years in the UK.
Yeah.
So I feel like I had them when I was in London.
Yeah, you can just get them at Five Below, man. These things fucking slap.
Yeah,
Squashies
and I
slap.
remember
They are
liking
good.
them.
Yeah.
Say it, Jenna. Say squashies slap.
Say it. Say it. Peterson, I'm so curious about your kudos. What is this?
Oh, you don't know about this? Okay.
Jenna and I saw a trailer for it.
Yes.
And
okay.
the first like 20 seconds of it, we're like, huh, what's this? By the end, we're like, what the
What
fuck is
happened?
this?
You're like, what is this?
Holy
Okay.
shit, what is this?
So I went to a movie. I just kind of random. It was a Friday night, maybe Friday night. I wasn't doing anything. Graham was hanging out, and it was it was like 8:30, and I was like, dude, do you want to go to a movie? He's like, what movie? And I was like, you want to go see Sinners? He's like, I don't even know what that is. And I was like, we're going.
Get
so
in
we
the
went
car.
at 10 p.m. We went to 10 p.m. showing of Sinners.
Holy
Sinners.
shit, did he sleep that night?
Okay, here's what I'll say. It's billed as a horror movie, scary. It's not scary.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
scary.
Sick.
So
Like
what this
supernatural.
it was really cool. This movie was a great time. So this is what this is Michael B. Jordan. First off, he's so hot.
So hot right now.
Like he's probably one of my top 5 hottest male actors right now. He's just so good looking. It's like kind of not fair. And so he plays twins in this movie. So he's got 2 roles. And they're called the Smokestack twins. One of them's nickname is Smoke, the other one is Stack. And they act and look just differently enough that you can kind of tell them apart. But they come back to town. This is like Louisiana. They're like in the bayou, right? Type of thing. They come back to town after being gone for a while. Everyone knows who they are, the Smokestack twins. And they're like, what are you guys doing back here? And they're like really fancy posh. They've been in Chicago working for Capone. And so this is like in the 30s. So they come back and they buy a barn because they want to run a blues club. So like black people can listen to the blues and eat fried catfish is like what they were serving. There's a certain fried food. They got all this alcohol, and then it's like specialty drinks, like Irish beer and stuff, which I guess was a big deal. They got like beer and then all this fried catfish, and then they've got the music going on. But the premise is that every now and then there's a musician born with the ability to play music that would summon the ancestors, the spirits of the past and the future. And so that's like their nephew who's playing the blues. And here's what I'll say. The scenes when he plays the blues, especially when he's at the club, are phenomenal. Like he's really good. Like he sings amazing and he plays. It's phenomenal. We were about an hour into the movie and I turned to Graham and I was like, this acting is A+ on all fronts. Everyone was so good. So good. In this movie. There's a really cool scene when he plays at the club where like all the styles of music are mixing because he's playing. And again, it's like summoning the spirits. Not everyone can see it, right? But it's kind of like summoning that magic, right? And so like he's playing the blues, then like there's African guys in there and they're all dancing, right? And they're all kind of mixing at this point. African guys playing drums, like some tribesmen from 200 years ago, and then they get like electric guitars, like people from the future and stuff, and they're all kind of playing this music together. And I was getting goosebumps. I was like, this is so cool. Anyways,
is
so
this something you'd recommend seeing in a theater?
You don't have to, but absolutely, like, go see it. It wasn't like packed or anything. It was like 5 other people in there, and we honestly enjoyed it. So, anyways, that's just kind of a premise what it is, but it also summons evil. And then the evil shows up. I won't tell you what it is, but the evil shows up and starts to wreak havoc on this. It's just all one night, wreak havoc on this, party thing that they're throwing. There's lots of blood, lots of killing.
Where
It's a little
does
bit
Michael
creepy.
B. Jordan's acting rank on a scale from Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap to Adam Sandler in Jackie Jill in terms of playing his own twin?
Playing his own twin. I don't know which one is the good end.
That's really up to you, dude. I'm not here to opine on that.
For sure.
I just designed the scale. Where does this? Where does MBJ
more
fit
on
that?
the Lohan side?
A little more Lohan.
That feels
He's got
mean.
dashes of Sandler, though.
He actually does amazing job. Plays the characters differently enough to where you know which one's which. So good, guys. See it. It's a chaotic night. And like crazy stuff happens. So I genuinely enjoyed Sinners. Even I left and I was like, that was crazy. Like, that was really good. And then the next day I was like, I really liked that movie. And that's a sign of like a good movie when you think about it next day. And it wasn't like particularly thought provoking either. It was just like, I was like, yeah, that was cool. It felt different than a lot of things that I've watched. So go see Sinners. You won't regret it, honestly. And again, like I said, I kind of wished it had subtitles because some of their Louisiana accents, and these are like actors, a lot of them are actors you'd recognize. Like, that's why I said they're doing just an amazing job. Like, their accents were thick and like they crushed it. It was so good. So watch it. Watch Sinners. I loved it.
All right, I got one more Foodos for all dressed Pringles. I know there was some discussion in our Discord and the Good Eats channel regarding all dressed chips, and my sister recently brought me a can of all dressed Pringles, which I didn't even know were a thing, and they are
I didn't either.
Phenomenal. I would say they definitely don't taste like the all dressed Ruffles that I've gotten in the past, or like the new ones that are all dressed just Lay's. But man, they're fucking amazing. There's that sweet, spicy, not really spicy, sweet, tangy, sour, just kind of everything going on. Salty. Yeah. Guys, if you see these all dressed Pringles, get out there and get them because they're so fucking good.
Okay, I haven't even seen these, and I honestly,
I didn't know they
when
were
I
a
go to
thing.
the store, I look at the Pringles flavors because every now and then there's a new one that I want to try.
Yeah, every time.
I haven't
Never seen
those.
these. No, my sister is kind of a gumshoe when it comes to new snacks. She's the
love
one that
that.
brought me the squashies. She's always looking out for things like that. So
Dude, she's
Yeah,
got your back for
Yeah.
sure.
she sniffs down new snacks and brings them to me.
She knows her audience. She knows who wants those
Yeah,
snacks.
her latest delivery came in this cute little bag here. Like this one had
Just
my
bringing it to
Pringles
you?
and my squashies. Yeah,
Oh my
and this
gosh.
little thing, this McDonald's Minecraft
Just 'cause?
thing. Yeah. Just
That's nice of her.
because of my sister. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
nice.
shout out to Natalie.
Yeah,
Sister's
kudos to
great.
Natalie.
Yeah, kudos to Natalie. All right, let's get on to this next thing. Oh, I'm so excited. There's a fucking clip for this.
Top 10. Take it from the top. Top 10. Don't stop.
Top 10s, we're doing them. Second top 10. And by the way, shout out to our listeners. We've already received 3 top 10s from you guys. Keep sending those in because we're going to do a whole episode on top 10s once we wrap this all up. It'll be like the last one. It'll be the capstone episode.
One of them was posted on our Discord, and I just found out today. I didn't read it on purpose because we want to kind of like go over them live. And JD didn't read it either. So, I mean, it didn't ruin anything by posting it there. The other 2 were sent to us. But yeah, just get them to us. However, we will read them live. Like, I promise you, I won't read it. If you post on Discord, I'm not reading that message.
And we'll go search through and we'll find them because we know who's. So yeah, don't hesitate. If you want to send them on Discord, you want to send an email, you want to call and leave a voicemail. I don't care. Just get your top 10s in. Anyway, so this week we're doing obviously Jenna's top 10. Jenna, take it from the bottom. Don't start at the top. Don't start with
Start-
number 1.
Okay.
Start
Gotcha.
with number 10.
Because I was definitely going to start with my number 1.
Start
So,
from 5 and go out. Go like
Yeah.
5.
you're asking
5,
for too
6,
much.
4, 7, 3,
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
2, 9, 1, 10.
Jenna's like, I don't know where I am. This is the most confusing system. What are you
Okay.
not getting? We're skipping up and down every time. Why is this so hard?
Go down, then up, then down, then up. Okay,
I'm
let's
not
hear
gonna do
'em.
Okay, number 10 then. Are yours in order like number 1's like your top game? Are they like ranked?
Yeah, I have them ranked 1 to 10.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. My 10th game is Borderlands 3.
What?
Your list is going to be unhinged, I promise. You that.
It already is.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't even beat Borderlands 3. Yeah.
Like,
This
I
is
don't
gonna blow your-
care.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Like I wouldn't even be a game that I'd see and be like I see games that I'm like, oh, this is a Jenna game. Not Borderlands 3.
Jenna, tell them why you love this game.
Okay, this game came at a perfect time for me. I was in the mood to shoot something. And
yeah, we all get that.
and B, it was super fun to play co-op with Jonathan, and I felt like we had like a ton of fun memories doing it together, even though I didn't give a shit about the story. I felt the story was crap. I
don't care about that.
Nope.
I'm just like, I'm on to the next mission. Thank God I don't need to drive. Jonathan's got all the driving in charge of it. Although there's this one memory I had where I don't know why midway while you were crossing a bridge in our vehicle, you decided to turn around. And you
Smart.
had to do a
Changed my mind.
bajillion point turn in order to turn us back around. And it was taking so long. I had set my controller down and had just filmed you. And so this video is just like, dun, dun, dun,
Oh my
dun,
gosh.
dun. I'm like, you
Austin
sure you
Powers
don't want to
it.
like restart the last checkpoint? You're like, no, I got this.
Can't you just reverse the vehicle?
No, I left the burner on. I have to go check. I had to go back.
So I don't know. I just had a ton of fun playing it with Jonathan, and I felt like I was actually decent at it for a shooter, which I really struggle with. And so it kind of gave me some confidence to play more of these types of games.
So, real quick, a few weeks ago, this just triggered a memory. JD was telling me how like if he was like ready to go murder somebody, that you would be fully on board. And I was like, I don't know about that. And then now I know. Because you were like, I was just in the mood to shoot some stuff. And I was like, oh.
Jenna is down.
She can. Yeah, no. Like this is the hallmark of a great partner.
Yeah.
So
Just
Okay,
always in the mood to shoot something.
yeah, in the mood to
Jenna,
shoot
what's
stuff.
number 9?
Okay, number 9 is Streets of Rogue.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Great game.
I feel like the best way to describe this game is just pure chaos.
Mhm.
And you just get to cause havoc with a bunch of your friends, and I feel like that's...
nonsense chaos too. Like nothing makes sense. Just like
Nobody
cares.
We always find
really
ourselves playing
huge.
this with Jackson, and the two I will be doing missions, and neither of them ever do anything remotely resembling the mission. They're just out there killing people at random. Jackson is always killing cops, and then Jenna's like, "Oh, we're killing cops. Hold on, where are you?"
You 2 in a row. She's like, "Oh, we're doing this. Let's go."
All they're doing. We get past level like 3 if we're lucky on a game session. But guess what? We've killed every cop in every level.
Dude, and JD's over here like, why is everyone aggroing me? What happened? I'm just trying to steal this.
Yeah,
one
all of a sudden it's
stupid
just like
folder.
a massacre on the other side of the map, and I'm just like trying to like hack a lock. The mess.
My
No,
favorite character was the vampire, because I would just sneak up behind people and then get health from stealing theirs.
My favorite was always the comedian, because I just like go into a room, tell some jokes. I'm like, I got followers now. Get them, boys. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, it is chaos. It makes no sense. I just can picturing JD like sneaking through a building, and then Jackson and Jenna's ghosts come through the wall. Like, I need a revive. I need can you revive me?
Or all of a sudden,
He's
one
like,
of them is
again?
gigantic and just like stomping through the walls. What's happening? What are you guys doing?
You don't have to sneak through the building. You can just stomp through the
bust
wall.
through the wall of the building. Jackson plays the gorilla and just beats everyone to death. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to
Awesome.
Jackson. I think he helped make this game.
Yeah. Jen and
Yeah.
Jackson are playing their own game.
Yeah,
JD's over here like
exactly.
She's
They
just
think
trying to
Streets of Rogue is
contain
a
us.
different game than what I think Streets of Rogue is.
I love this so much.
Hey, what's your number 8, Jenna?
Okay, the next one you didn't like, but whatever. I'm still listing it.
Okay.
It's Children of Morta.
Oh yeah.
It's a story-driven RPG where you get to basically play each member of the family, and you get to save a puppy, which becomes part of your family. Kind of like a dungeon crawler or whatever. I thought it was really beautiful and a ton of fun, but I was bugging Jonathan more to play it than he was.
I enjoyed
bugging
it. I
me.
just I was kind of burned out on those games after a while, but I would go back and revisit it. Yeah, that's what Phil said. He liked it. He just never finished it. I didn't dislike it. It was like you said. It was just you were bugging me
hated
to
it.
play it more than I was bugging you to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Children of Morta was great. Okay, what about number 7?
Number 7 is a game we haven't talked about in a minute. It's Hob.
Oh yeah,
Wait, which
So
one
I
was
did like
this?
that game.
This is an indie puzzler, and I did struggle with it at one point where I kind of got lost and turned around.
The
But once
one-armed
I-
robot thing, right?
Yeah, but once
Yeah,
I
yeah, big
figured
arm,
it
little arm.
out,
Got
I really fell in love with the game. I just like the world and the story, and solving all the puzzles was super fun. So
It's a pretty cool game. Like it was interesting too. I have 5 hours in that game.
Yeah, I think you played this on my Steam account because every once in a while I go through like the games I played and it's like Hob and it's like 20 hours or whatever. I'm like, what? What is Hob? Like, I think this was in the era when you were playing games that I wasn't even like aware of. Because when I was just like, yeah, buy it and play whatever games you want on my Steam account, I don't care. And you just went for it.
yeah,
And trying to
I
see-
love the world in this one. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, 33 hours you played this for. And yeah, I don't even know
Wow.
what this game is because I wasn't even watching you play it.
It is fun. It's a good game. It is a well-made game. The world in it is really cool. The characters like unique and interesting. So yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game.
All right, how about number 6?
Number 6 is Nobody Saves the World.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, action RPG. Was it roguelike at all, or I can't remember. Probably
No,
not.
I'm trying to remember what the genre is.
It's indie. Let's see, hack and slash adventure dungeon crawler.
Yes,
RPG.
Dungeon Crawler.
Dungeon
Yeah.
Crawler. Yeah, that was the big part.
I think what was cool about this one was the character tree, and I mean the art was awesome. It was so cute. The writing was adorable. I had fun like every step of the way that we played it, and I think we played this one all the way through, didn't we?
We finished the shit out of this game. We didn't just
Yeah.
finish it. We like 100% had aced this game. We did.
I remember
everything
you
could
guys
do in
playing
game.
this one real hard
We went
and
super
really
hard on
loving
this
it.
one. Yeah, this one was fantastic.
Yeah, well, isn't
And-
this the one where like you have different you change the form of your character and then there's like abilities that can mix and match with your
Yep.
guys?
Yep.
Yes, I remember you guys talking
There's
about
certain
this.
enemies that you have to be a certain guy to damage them. So you end up doing these like you said, mix and matches. Yeah, no, and Jenna, I think this might be worth like in a couple months, maybe, or now replaying because we played this on Game Pass, but like we could so if we did replay it, we'd have to get it anyway and restart it. So yeah,
I
would
guarantee this
definitely-
game goes on sale.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So yeah,
It's
I would definitely check
$25
this out.
on Steam, but like I guarantee it goes on sale.
Oh, I bet it goes on sale a lot. All right, number 5.
2 Crowns. Kingdom 2 Crowns.
What
Kingdom
was
2
this
Crowns.
one? I'm looking these all up.
Dude, we play this so much. You'll recognize this. This is the side-scrolling game. It's super
I remember.
basic. It's basically like a tower defense, like a 2D tower defense, and it was originally just a single player, but then they had this 2 Crowns version that Jenna and I played tons.
Yeah, I think co-op it's way better, and you get like access to different mounts and stuff, and it's just so simple. And yet, like Jonathan and I have we created our own little systems, and like, all right, you man this side, I'll man this side, and you had to learn like how much you could build, how much not, and like just like this whole city management we just did together, and it was just like so much fun. My only frustration with it is the map is like super hard to understand. But the game is so fun, you just kind of don't care. You're like, yeah, whatever, I'll play whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's so simple. The fact that like it doesn't offer you any real tutorial, and it's just like throws you in and it's just like try and fail or whatever. It doesn't matter. I love that part of it.
Yeah, we've played that a ton. I think probably the most played co-op game, right?
Oh, easily. Yeah. No, I can let me look up our hours. Because I think and we played, they had a couple different ones. That was the one that they had the what was the Netflix series?
That was single player, but it was
Kingdom 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see how much I played Kingdom 2 Crowns. 72 hours.
Wow.
So yeah, we played that a lot.
Yeah.
What about number? What is 4?
I don't even want to admit this one.
Say it.
It's so high.
It has to be high.
Say it.
I mean, anyone that's
wait, is it Planet Zoo?
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. Half the time I log in, I'm like,
higher.
oh, Jenna's playing Planet Zoo again. Like, I'll see it on my pop-up. And I'm like, I know that's not JD. I know he's not playing that.
Dude, it's one of my highest played games on my account.
Yes, it is.
Jenna, that was before she took it on her account, and she has hundreds of hours on her account. It is asinine how much Jenna has played Planet Zoo.
Hey, the pathing system's really hard, okay? It takes time.
I heard so much. We went to the zoo in Honolulu when we were there, and literally all Jenna talked about was her Planet Zoo the whole time. Oh, I got these guys in my Planet Zoo. Oh, these guys have made an exhibit for these guys in my Planet Zoo, but you have to make them a certain way or else they'll break out and eat people.
Okay,
dude,
this is
fantastic. She lives and eats and breathes Planet Zoo.
The best thing about this list so far is it is, like you said, a chaotic mix.
Just unhinged.
Absolutely with Borderlands 3, and now we're at Planet 4. Zoo, and we still got a few more. I'm like, where?
It's like all indie games, and then there's Borderlands 3 and Planet Zoo.
I bet I can guess her next 3. I won't do it. I'm gonna hold on.
Write them down.
I'm gonna write them down and see if I get them right.
And then we'll do the next.
And I don't know
at least one of them.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go. You're good.
Okay, what's your number 3, Jenna?
This one I struggle to pronounce, so I hope you can cover for me.
Is it Ghost of Tsushima?
No. It's Dust and Elysian Tale.
Oh,
S-line?
Elysian Tale?
Elysian Tale?
Let's see. Dust and an Elysian Tale. Yeah.
Elysian Tale. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. This is probably the oldest game on the list.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think I've heard of this one. Wait, have you talked about this before?
I don't know if I have.
Way back in the day. And it was already old when you played it because it came out in 2012.
Wow. Okay.
Wasn't this the game you struggled through? And because you were trying to because you were fighting the game because the game was you kept getting stuck on certain parts because of the game design, or is that a different one I'm thinking of?
I think it may be a different one you're thinking of.
Okay. Tell us about Dust.
I remember you were like, you have to play this game. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. And I ended up playing it and just totally getting hooked. I just remember being grateful when you weren't at your computer because I could play it some more.
Oh my gosh.
Your cute little friend who's like almost kind of reminds me of Sonic's friend. What's her name? Or flying.
Amy. Oh,
Uh,
ain't flying?
Tails?
Tails.
Tails?
Yeah.
Oh, is Tails a girl?
I don't know. Was Tails a girl? I don't know. Sorry.
I think Tails is a boy.
I may be
Tails was
okay.
always very androgynous to me.
I'm
It's
sorry.
I don't.
not-
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting
okay.
bogged down.
Don't be sorry.
Tell us about.
Is that one butt plug or lots of them? The Tails.
Just one with multiple like ends?
Okay. Jenna was like very confused. What's confusing about that?
Jenna, I'm so sorry. Will you get us back on Dust?
Okay.
Cute friend that
Dust-
reminds you.
I am not done talking about
It's been a
that.
minute since I played, but from what I remember, I really love the story and I love the world, and I was just like fully captivated by it, and the feel of the combat is super satisfying. Like the artwork and everything is just like amazing. So I think I need to replay it soon because it has been a minute, but I do remember loving this game.
It's so
I just
old.
don't
That's
know
awesome.
this game at all. Like
I don't
even
know
think
how
I've
I
ever
came
heard of
across
it.
it. Yeah.
Like I'm
I
looking
wonder-
at the video and I'm like, I've never even heard of this game. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews, 13,000 on Steam, almost 14,000, overwhelmingly positive. How have I never heard of this?
I think I popped you onto this right after Ori. So I think that's
Interesting.
where I was kind of at. All right, what's your
Interesting.
number 2, Jenna?
Number 2 should be pretty predictable. I feel like my number 1 and number 2 should be.
Okay,
What's
well,
number
tell us
2?
your number 2.
Okay, number 2 is Hollow Knight.
Oh, well, I did not put that one. I was trying to think of a different one. Forgot about Hollow Knight. I didn't write it down. That is when you said that. Yeah. No.
I still think Hollow Knight is my top played game.
By a country
It may be
mile.
up there with Planet
played
Zoo, but
so
we don't
much
need to
this-
admit that.
Dude, didn't you like 100% Hollow Knight or something? Like you played that game a ridiculous
And that game is hard.
amount. So effing hard.
I did not 100% it. That Trail of Tears or whatever I couldn't do. But other than that, I did everything. And I was obsessed with it. Like, I don't know. There's just
The thing that stuck out with me for you with Hollow Knight was that was the first game when you were having me beat the bosses for you. And I was like, oh, like I was like, why don't you try this one? And I got tired of beating the bosses for you. And instead of that discouraging you, you're just like, well, then I'll just get better at this game so I can beat them myself. And you grinded so fucking hard on that game because that's one of those games. It's because it's a Metroid game. And the bosses are also all about like sequence and timing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, fuck it, I'll just memorize the whole effing thing. I'll just completely teach myself how to play video games so I can beat Hollow Knight.
This game
remember
made
you
me into a
playing it.
gamer, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
And
And
not
this-
only made you into a gamer, like this solidified your status as a gamer. This I don't even want to play this. It looks so hard.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do that. It's too hard for me. And you were like going
To think
so
that this
ham
was
on
her
this.
second game,
Yeah.
really, that she started to play. Like you played games like when you were younger, but like this was really like when you started gaming seriously. The second game you played and you beat it like at all is insane. But all the extras that you beat is fucking crazy.
Oh, I
And I
loved
think-
all the charms and all the abilities you could collect. I just was
yeah.
obsessed with that. I was obsessed with saving all the little grubs and returning them back to their grub mommy. Like it was
Dude.
just and then like you'd come back to different parts during the game and like the area was totally different and there was just I don't know. It was so much fun. It was so cool. And I really appreciate that it was so rewarding as a game because it really pushed me to be much better and be patient with platforming and stuff.
And I think we all know what this number 1 is.
Yeah,
Peterson?
can you guys guess?
I put Ori.
Ori in
Yes.
the Blind Forest.
Yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest. was the first game that I like fell in love with.
Mhm.
And that opening scene, I don't know if you've seen it, Peterson, or you played this game, right?
Yeah, I did. I played the first one.
I don't know. That opening scene just like got to my heart and my feels. And I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to save this damn forest.
Yes.
And I remember I did need Jonathan's help for a lot of this game for some of the platforming and fighting sequences and stuff. But yeah, I just thought it was beautiful story, and just really overall a really special game.
Yeah.
Now you would be helping him through this game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, because Jenna played Will of the Wisps all by herself, and I don't even think I played that at all.
When I played Ori, at the time, and this was, oh my gosh, this is before we did the podcast. I was still in Washington when I played it, so it's been a long time, 10 years at least, and I just remember being surprised at how like beautiful it is all the time. Even like the darker scenes were so beautiful, and looking through screenshots, it still is like it holds up. It is just a gorgeous game. Just like a real feat, I would say, in terms of graphics, because it's not like a high graphics intensity game, but it's just beautiful. I love this game. I didn't even play through the whole game, and it still kind of holds a special place in my heart, as like I was just wowed while I was playing it, like, because I don't love platforming and stuff like that. I don't love Metroidvania, but this game, I was just playing it because I was like, I want to see it. I want to see all the game, and so it's just it was a real feat.
It'll be pretty in 100 years. This game will absolutely hold up. So, Jenna, I love this list. This is fantastic. What an eclectic list, and it's still pointed out because you're kind of a new gamer. There's not like a lot of old classic games on here. Honestly,
yeah, we're not going back to like NES and stuff.
Dude, Dust is probably the oldest game on this list.
Yeah.
And
I thought about some of like my childhood games, but I just feel like we mentioned earlier, I didn't really become a gamer until, I played Ori and Hollow Knight. And so
these are the ones that made you a gamer. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I had a ton of fun playing Dance Dance Revolution. Don't get me wrong. But it's not like it just doesn't hold the same connection.
Different.
No, and you like you said, you were not a gamer when we met. I remember like when we first started dating, I was playing that superhero game.
What's that one called? That one you loved.
Damn it, what was it? It was on the PlayStation. I don't know. But I was playing this game, and you're like, and I remember when you would text me when we first started hanging out, like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm playing this game, and you're just like, eh. And I think you watched me play it for a little bit, and you were just like pretty disinterested in it. And now I think you just grab the controller and play. So yeah, you weren't there until you played these games. So I think that's fascinating. Oh, what a weird list. Yeah. I'm just like looking at it because I wrote it all down here.
I think this is going to be one of the like most unpredictable, bizarre lists of the group. Yeah. And not in like a bad way, but like there are Jenna style games on there that's like, oh, this, of course, Jenna loved this game. Mm-hmm. But then there are some like, I don't know, maybe like
Borderlands,
40% of them, 4 of the 10. You're like, what?
I didn't think Dust would be top 3, but yeah, you played that a bunch, and it was
sometimes
pretty early
the game just like sinks itself into your heart, and you just like can't forget it. And everyone's criteria, we don't have criteria for the top 10. Everyone's criteria is different. It could be a game that you just played from your past that you have fond memories of, or it could be just like a game that really took a piece of your heart and you just have nothing bad to say about it. You know what I mean? Even if it's not like the greatest game ever made, you're still just like, this game is special to me for sometimes just like no real reason. So, yeah, this is a good list. Craziest list I think we're going to get. And that's not easily.
Yeah.
You're welcome, you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
guys, one last call to jump on and drop us your lists, your top 10s, wherever you want, and we'll read them on the air. All right, thanks.
We're gonna
Jenna.
talk so much trash about you guys listening. Oh, it's gonna be a great. You guys
It's gonna be a lot of
We are
shit
going
talking.
just thrash you endlessly. No,
Yeah,
we won't.
I hope you like getting your lists roasted. All right, let's move on to this next thing.
Dice of Destiny.
All right, Dice of Destiny is this game we play at the end of every episode. We roll a dice with 20 different game genres on it to determine what game we're going to be playing next. Peterson rolled a peaceful and relaxing game, and a couple weeks back, and he chose a game called Wingspan.
So, again, one of my board games that I'd picked up that I'd been wanting to play for a long time. So finally jumped in, played it. The video game adaptation of the board game is done very, very well, especially as far as board game adaptations go. Sometimes they don't translate well, or doesn't quite play the same. This one plays very similarly. It stays very true to the board game, but I have to give kudos to the tutorial. The tutorial is long, but it would be this is what you would want of every board game you were learning, right? Every time you sat down to play a board game, if you had a tutorial like this, you'd probably learn a lot more new games, because it walks you through everything, explains everything. And like I said, it takes a while, but by the time you're done, you're like, I think I get it. You do have to kind of play through once or twice to really understand the strategy of it, because it is a highly strategic game in terms of what you're doing. So it's a Euro style game, which means each player has their own board that they're working with. You're playing against each other, but you're not necessarily playing against each other on the same board as you would like Sorry or something, where you're like trying to actively destroy each other. This one, you're all kind of doing your own thing, which is a hallmark of Euro style games, and hoping you score more points than your opponent. You in your turn, so each you have your player card, and each card has three biomes, and then there's like one extra, but the biomes all do something different. One, you can draw cards. One, you can hatch birds. One, you can draw resources. And so different things that you're doing on your turn, and you typically can only really go to one biome per turn. So do I need more cards? Do I need more resources? Do I need to hatch a bird? Because that's all of these things help you get points in the game. Obviously, the more birds you have hatched, the more points or ability to get points you're going to have. Where I would say just a lot of playtime comes into account in this game is that every bird has their own abilities, and it does get confusing. And this is why a video game adaptation is really great, because sometimes you're playing a board game and there's like a lot, you're near the end of the game, there's so many things going on, like
you can't
in between
hover
turns, and you're like,
yeah,
what are we supposed to do? And like, how are we doing this? This kind of like auto does stuff. Yeah. And there's tons of and this would be a game where you were checking the rule book every now and then, like going through, like you said, there's that hover feature where it will explain it to you.
Yeah.
There's a question mark if you're watching the stream at the top left, that is super helpful with understanding what you're supposed to do. So the user interface is honestly really, really good on this game. I have no complaints about it. The game itself is hard to even with the tutorials, kind of hard to learn. Like, you can do all the basic stuff, but getting the strategy down, I think, takes several playthroughs. And this game you can play through with against a computer. You can play through against an easy computer opponent just to kind of get yourself to figure out what is happening. Because even sometimes during the tutorial, I was like, why the freak do I need eggs again? Like, why do I put them on different birds? And so like it took a minute to like really figure it out. But once you get there, you really get there. I'm not going to go through in detail about the scoring system or anything like that because it is so variable. There's a lot to do, a lot to pay attention to, which makes it a great video game adaptation. One of the things that I was like, it's the tiniest little user interface thing that they have that makes it so much easier is you can just hit tab, like hold down tab, and it goes to a player card view. Because when you're playing through, if you're watching the stream, if you're playing through, you're not seeing a player card. You're seeing like all the things you can do. You have to click through the biomes, all the things you can do. And so you're kind of clicking through. Or you can hit tab and you can just see all of your whole player card at once. And for some reason, once I saw that, I was like, oh, thank goodness. Like this was such a relief. So I wasn't constantly clicking through trying to remember, okay, what birds where, what can I do where, and that sort of thing. Because the more birds you have in a biome, the better your action becomes in that biome. So you, for example, draw more cards if you got more birds in the card drawing biome. You get more eggs if you've got more birds in that one. So just depending on how you build your deck, really. And so it's such a good game. It's so wholesome. It's just birds. It's just birds, all sorts of birds. In the actual board game, I loved it because you can, on the backside of the cards or on the bottom of the cards or something, there was like actual tidbits about that bird itself, like it would teach you about that bird, which is like
so cool.
I'm not even like into birds, but I was like, oh, this is cool.
Like, now I got to be into
it
birds.
Would give you cool facts about each bird. And of course, I love animals. Animals are always super cool. And so that's one thing I love. I'm interested if any of our listeners, I think some people said they had played Wormspan, the dragon one. I would love it if it gave you facts about the dragons on the board game cards. That would just be,
that would be just all this made up nonsense. Or you just do like lore of different dragons across the world.
Yeah. So I would say if you are a fan of board games, you should buy this game and play it. It's great. It's very relaxing. Zero stress. You can play online. I had zero interest in playing online against other people. I know they would just like slaughter me. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I rolled. That's not what I wanted. I wanted peaceful, relaxing. This absolutely fits that bill. It's a game about birds. You're just like hatching birds and like they're doing their bird stuff and like
can't go wrong.
It's very peaceful. The music's very peaceful. Everything about it. It's honestly one of the better board game adaptations I've ever played. So if you're into board games, pick it up. It goes on sale. I had it on my wish list for a long time. It goes on sale. I bought it on the Humble bundle. But pick it up, check it out. There's expansions for it too. It's just well done. So I would love to play this with friends maybe, but I don't want to play it with randos.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wingspan. Great. It was a great game.
So that means we have a reroll. And Jenna's here. Thank goodness. And I got myself Peterson's favorite kind of dice.
Nope. What? Don't roll that. That thing doesn't even roll. It just like falls and just like stays.
Okay. Do you have an 8-sided dice then?
I do have an 8-sided dice.
Okay.
Right here, baby.
Roll that. All right.
Wait, what?
Let's do. Why are we doing an 8-sided dice? There's 3 of them.
I don't know. You said that. I've got a 6-sided dice. That makes the most sense.
Okay, Jenna, what 2 numbers do you want?
1, 2.
I will take 3, 4.
Dang it! I was gonna take 3, 5. Just
kidding. Okay.
You
You can have 3, 5.
I'm just kidding. You're 3, 4. I'm 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Jenna. Get that sex game roll. Get that sex game roll. Oh, that would be my favorite episode.
Jenna plays a sex game.
I know she would hate it more than anything, and
That would be the best episode we've done.
Yeah,
That would be the episode that we could rap on.
I would look forward to it more than any episode we've ever done. So
It'd be done.
It would be so funny to me. I would just laugh the whole time. She would
Yeah.
hate it, and
Yeah.
you'd play the little clip down at the bottom, and she'd hate
Uh-huh.
that. It would be so great, Jenna.
I hope we.
I'm hearing the word hate a lot. And
Yeah.
I know, and it would be hilarious for us. It would not be hilarious for you. It would not be your favorite episode, which means it would be hilarious for me.
Dude, Andrew Lawrence in our chat just said there is a wingspan for fish called fin span. Huh. I want that one too. I want all of those.
I do.
Yeah,
I
that
just want
sounds
to read the
fun.
facts too.
An 11. Jenna, have you ever played a stealth game before?
Oh,
yes.
stealth
Okay.
game.
Well, you got a stealth game now, and let's see what your
Price point.
price point is. $40. $40 stealth game.
Anything I want.
So pretty much
stealth
any
games.
stealth game because they're usually not
Yeah.
that expensive.
Because the genre is dying. But
Every
That
now and then there's a
means-
goodie that comes out. Every now and then.
I haven't
stealth.
found one I've liked yet. So
No, you
Good
might
luck.
not.
Good luck.
Stealth is off the board, and bam, 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 bam. Sex
no, it's not.
is back. Play the clip, Peterson.
Okay, here we gotta find the clip. It says Barry. Oh, here we go. Ready?
We are going to have open sexual intercourse on every street corner of America.
Wait, is this for real? What's happening?
Yeah, sex is back on the board. Yeah, Jenna, it's just been on. It has been, what is this? 17 rotations. That's almost a full year
Mm-hmm.
of dice rotations since we had sex on the board. It's back. It's number 11. So
Lucky 11.
next time we roll 1-1.
Yo.
But until that time, Jenna will be playing a stealth game for $40.
Okay. Real quick, I'm on the stealth game page. You don't have to. I'm just
There's
saying
stealth sex game.
Schedule 1 does have the tag of stealth game.
Ooh,
I own it,
wonder
by
if
the
Jenna
way.
would like Schedule 1.
I don't know what is stealth
I think
about it,
she'd
but
like
it's
this.
on there.
Jenna, you might be. I might force you to play Schedule 1.
You
I'll show
might
you this
like
when
it.
we wrap. I think you
Everyone
might.
likes it.
Everyone
So
likes Schedule 1. I would love to watch Jenna play Schedule 1. We might make her stream it. How cute would that be? Watching Jenna like grow little
make a
weed plants and
drug
shoot
empire. You build
Yeah,
a drug
I mean, in the
empire.
game, not
real life.
in real life. Jenna would never do that in real life. I never have to tell Jenna to not shoot cops in real life. I never do. I've
Jenna,
never
no.
had to do that before.
Jenna, no.
Hey, no, we can't do that. That's never happened, you guys.
She gets that look in her eyes. You're like, I get the Borderlands out here right away.
Like, Jenna, go sit down on the couch. I'll grab you a controller.
She's like angrily playing it. She's so pissed off.
Take that, fuzz. All right, to play us out, we've got some music, I think, from FTL or something
Yes.
to celebrate. Man, I don't know. Does the Playdate have a speaker? I literally can feel my fucking blood pressure go down when that note hits.
Dude,
Oh,
it's just good.
it's like that thing that you used to do in elementary school where you'd like tickle your head and then you'd like, oh, like a drop of water is running down your head or
yeah.
whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Cracked an egg on your head.
Yeah, cracked an egg on your head.
That's what this is like for me.
Cracking eggs on skulls.
I could just, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. You're the one saying cracking eggs on your head is like relaxing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Phil's booting FTL right now. I know it. I know he's booting it. It's like
He's
a
like-
Pavlovian response. He's like, I can't not do it.
This is what I have to do tonight. It is 10:30 at night, and they're doing this to me.
Starting a new run. I guess I got 2 hours. All right, everyone, have fun playing FTL. Send us your top 10s. The email address, the3bitgamershow@gmail.com. That's the3bitgamershow@gmail.com. Shoot us your top 10s. Join our Discord. Jump on YouTube. Fart around. I don't care. Thanks to everyone that joined us, by the way, on our YouTube. Abby, Phil, Patrick. Who else? There was
I was like, you're going too long.
Oh, Andrew.
It ran out.
Yeah. Well, thanks
Just
for joining
starting
us.
over.
I'm JD. Logging off.
This is Peterson going AFK.
This is Jenna. See you later.
Why are you doing that grabbing motion?
Just ran out of sody.